All right, we're back on the record in State of Texas versus Madsen Bodden. This is cause number 719051. All parties who were present prior to our recess are again present, to include Mr. Bodden. And we are back on YouTube Live, and we're still conducting this hearing by Zoom. We're off the record for about 3 or 4 minutes. And I was mistaken in saying that the sentencing range is a Class B, and I appreciate the state correcting me. We'll be able to correct that paperwork. She also noted that we have the wrong county court at law number here. It should be county court law number 12. So in consulting with staff, I am able to change the paperwork somewhat using Adobe Sign as we go through. And it's going to be marked with an X by the clerk for the Class A portion, and then the clerk will also fix the county court at law number to change it from 1 to a 12. But with that, let me go back to Mr. Bodden. Sir, I explained to you the punishment range for evading arrest or detention, and I mistakenly said that it was Class B punishment. It's actually Class A misdemeanor punishment. And so what that means is the punishment range is anywhere up to a $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. Normally, I asked, did you know that before you signed this document? But you already signed it as a Class B. But knowing now what the sentencing range actually is for the offense, do you confirm your signature that you have on this court's admonishments that now you understand that the full sentencing range is up to a $4,000 fine and up to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail? Do you understand that, sir? All right. Again, approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments, and I make them a part of the record. And any objections from the defense?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. State, can you tell me what our plea bargain is?
The agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs, 365 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks for the judgment to be satisfied.
All right. And sir, is this your understanding of your plea bargain?
Sí.
And Mr. Briones, is that your understanding as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Bodden, I'm not bound by the plea bargain. I don't have to follow it. Do you understand that?
Sí, entiendo.
But if I do follow the plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Sí.
That's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions are filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Sí.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, Your Honor.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, I will allow you to withdraw the plea and will proceed to trials if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Exacto, sí.
I'll note our next question is, are you a citizen of the United States?
No.
I have some questions for your attorney. I want you to listen to his answers, and then after I finish questioning him, I'll have some questions for you regarding your immigration status. Counsel, did you advise the defendant of the consequences of pleading no contest or guilty in the application of federal immigration law?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did that advice include possible consequences such as deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, or the denial of naturalization?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe that your client understands the immigration consequences of a plea?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Do you believe your client is entering this plea intelligently, knowingly, and voluntarily?
I believe so, Your Honor.
Sir, did you hear the answers that your attorney just made?
Sí,
Do you affirm that your client advised you of or rather your attorney advised you of the immigration consequences of a plea?
sí. Las consecuencias migratorias del grado.
And understanding the immigration consequences of a plea, do you enter your plea intelligently, knowingly, and voluntarily?
Sí,
Is this because the plea bargain is both fair and acceptable to you?
sí.
And do you enter this plea, or rather, do you understand that deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, or the denial of naturalization is a possible result of this plea?
Sí, entiendo.
Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual, rational understanding of the charge pending against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
You believe he's been able to assist you in the defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
You believe he's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Sir, to the offense of evading arrest or detention, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No me pongo.
Do you understand that you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea?
Sí.
Other than your plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
Oh, no.
Did anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
Oh, no, para nada.
After going over this plea with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Sí,
I find that the plea is freely, intelligently, voluntarily made, and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea, and I find you guilty, sir. Counsel, is there any legal reason as to why your client cannot be sentenced today?
No, Your Honor.
Being no legal reason in accordance with the agreement with the state, sir, I sent you to 365 days in the Bexar County Jail. We'll give you credit for time served. There is a $0 fine in court costs. The time and the money will run concurrent, and this will be judgment satisfied as well. Sir, this is a plea bargain case. I followed the plea bargain, so you do not have the court's permission to appeal. You do not have the right to appeal. I'm making a certification of this for the record. We'll provide a copy of the certification to your attorney to provide to you. And for the attorneys, is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
Nothing further from the state.
This matter is concluded and we're turning off YouTube Live.